Okay, you ready? I have another Kingdom Life hack for you today, and this is seriously a master level hack. If you can do this, you are on the way to an incredible life with Papa, YHVH Elohim, King of the Universe, your creator, the family in heaven. I just have to say, this is by far the hack that I have applied to my life for so long, and it has been the key to maneuvering through this life as a believer and not losing heart and not losing my faith in Papa as life throws me things. So the Kingdom Life hack for today is to let go and embrace the next challenge with him. I think a subtitle that would be letting go and trusting him to walk with you into the next challenge. That's the idea. So I just thought, I have to do this Kingdom Life hack video before we actually move into the next challenge. So I want to just let you know what was going on. I want to walk you through what this Kingdom Life hack actually looks like at a master level. Now, I'm here at my rock where Papa has, he moved us last year, or where he agreed to move us. I was the one that found it, but he obviously said yes to it. Back behind, so we're in the apartment complexes that is at the edge of the city. So out in front of me, I'll turn around so you can see, but out in front of me I see hills, I see trees, mountains that we've been hiking and stuff since we've lived here, and you can see behind me just lots of hiking areas and lots of trails. It's been an incredible move from teepee, which was complete wilderness. Well, actually, let me go back. It's been an incredible move from little house downtown in a kind of like a really small village, basically, it's super small little town in North Idaho, then he took us there all the way to the mountains, to the wilderness, and I couldn't hear any traffic or anything, or no airplanes or anything. Here I can hear traffic and stuff, but in the wilderness, total wilderness. Moved us from there a little closer to town in a log cabin, and that log cabin was within easy distance to the stores. But then he moved us from there here to this apartment complex where there's a place to get out in the woods. I mean, for me, that's so important. So I can actually see the woods from my bedroom, from our little porch, which has been such a blessing. And I think he really took care of my heart on that, moving us out here to this area instead of like into an apartment complex in town. This has been fantastic for my heart. I'm gonna actually miss this mountain because now he's moving us to town. I mean, not just town, he's moving us into city. I mean, this is gonna be like a full-fledged neighborhood, not a subdivision. I don't do subdivisions, but it's a small neighborhood, but it is in the city, which is going to be a new experience for me. I won't be able to pop out of the house and just come up here to the mountain. Oh, here, let me just come around here so you can see all this. Look at that. See? Isn't that pretty? And then up there you see some mountains that we've hiked as we've been living here. So this has been so good for my heart, and I know that I just am positive that Papa took care of my heart when he moved us here from the woods. To take this mountain girl into town, he had to do it in steps, right? Or into the city, he had to do it in steps. But the thing that I want you to come away from today's little Kingdom Life hack with is that he's good, he's faithful, and I am not scared to move. I have little tears going on with missing this area, this mountain area. We're basically gonna be in a city house that, has curbs and neighbors, and I won't be able to see, sky like this or mountains, and so part of my heart grieves. But at the same time, if I held on to this, I would not experience what's coming, and new things that are coming, new challenges, new experiences. And I'm excited about that because I know that YHVH is going to go with me. The Ruach is going to go with me. Yeshua is going to go with me. I'm going to continue to eat of Yeshua. I'm going to continue to have the Ruach HaKodesh indwelling in my heart and live in me and move me as the will is of the Father. I'm just, not that I do everything perfectly, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that He's good, He's true, He's love, and He won't let me down. I know that. Now, do I think that He hand-picked that house for us out? No, I don't, actually. I feel like I started the journey of looking for a house, and because I didn't want to pay rent anymore, I want to actually pay into something. It just seems so stupid to pay, the same amount for a house or an apartment. It is actually the very same amount. So I'm super excited about going into a place where, we're going to actually be, kind of not really investing, because house isn't an investment, it's a liability. But anyway, you know what my point is. Where was I? But do I think that He picked out that house for me? No, I don't. I think that I started looking, and I said, whoa, I like this one, Papa. And He said, you do? Okay, well, let's see if we can make this work. And then every day I was praying for His will, as it's done in heaven, to be done in our life right now, right here. And that's what I kept praying. And so the hoops, we kept going through the hoops, and it kept going, the doors kept opening, and He kept saying, yes, I'm going to bless this because you want this. He could have used any house, any place, in my opinion. But interesting that the house that we're going into is very, very similar to the house that we lost. So it feels like a full circle for me in my heart, and I feel like I am just so excited about the full circle thing. I'm so excited about the next part of this journey, the next challenge that I face with Elohim. I'm not going to do this alone. I'm going to do it with Elohim, and that's what my hack is for you today. Is if you can look at challenges that come your way, things that aren't exactly perfect, because this isn't my dream location. It's a cute house, it's not very big. I need a bigger space, I need more land, I need a ranch, I'm a mountain girl. There's all kinds of things I could look at that place and go, well, this isn't actually perfect, and so it's not really from Papa, and I'm still waiting for that perfect place. No, how I look at things is I'm in the perfect spot because I'm with Jehovah and He's with me. And some things He's like, no, you have to go this way. You can't turn left, you can't turn right, you got to turn left. Other things are like, He's like, where do you want to go? What do you want? It doesn't matter to me. And I'm gonna bless you and let this happen. This is what I'm driving at today, is that when you face change, and you face change that might feel like it's not as good as it should be, and there are things that look scary about that change, trust Him. Let go of what you have right now and turn around and walk towards Papa and towards that new thing and that change. And He is going to be with you because He is good and He is love. And I know it from my past. I've seen the works that He has done in my past, and I have been very proactive in tattooing them on my mind. Like, Isaac is not good at this. Honestly, he cannot do this. This is a master level kind of skill that he doesn't have. Change to him is not a good thing, especially change that doesn't come with a perfect sort of situation. But nothing is going to have a perfect situation on this planet here and now. So the perfect situation that I look for is to make sure that I'm in line with Papa and that He's with me. And it doesn't matter what challenges come, I can make it through those challenges because I know that the Creator of the universe sees me and cares. So that's the challenge right there, is to be so confident in His heart towards you, and that He sees you and He cares, that you can go ahead and jump, that you can go ahead and walk forward. And you know what? Even if you don't make the right choice the choice becomes right when you choose to turn and stop and consult Him and say, wait a minute, I may not have made the right choice, but will you walk with me through, getting back on track? Will you walk with me through, getting this ship back on course? And of course He will. I mean, this is the beauty of change. I love change because we can go move into this house and I can discover that this neighborhood isn't quite, the best neighborhood for us, that's fine. As far as the loan is concerned, we only have to stay there for 6 months, and then we can change again if we need to. And I know that in the next change, there will be more challenges, that Papa will be with us. So I'm not scared to walk forward into change. I want change. And I want change not only for what change just automatically brings, but I want to see the hand of Yehovah on me and in my life. And if I just stayed stagnant and stayed still and never jumped and never made the, never actually rose up to the challenge of change, of moving, of letting go and moving forward, I wouldn't be able to see his hand in my life. It just wouldn't be. You have to make change, pursue change, move forward into change in order to see him moving on your behalf. He can't move on your behalf if you're sitting still on a couch and scared of change. Make the change. I'm challenging you to look at your heart and say, what isn't working anymore? And say, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to assume that Papa is going to move with me. And then pray every single day. Every single day I got down on my face, prostrate. And I laid it before him, and I said again, take us home, Papa. Take us through this process of buying a house, I want this house, but if you see differently, please let me know. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with letting that house go and looking again for another one. I'm okay with letting this apartment go and all this beauty of nature around me and letting that go so I can move on. And the challenges of living in the city, he will walk me through. So this is huge. I don't think I can't talk about this in 5 minutes. This is going to be a 12, 13 minute video because this is so huge. This should be its own show on its own because this is a master level way to live life as a kingdom person. It requires you to trust Papa. It requires you to trust yourself in relationship to him, to know that you can hear him and through the Ruach HaKodesh, and to know that he is going to lead you, but not micromanage you. Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's going to help you understand which color of socks to put on in the morning. I'm not going to say I don't believe that one bit. I don't think that he ordains every exact move in our life. I think that he says, grow up. I want you to grow up and make some decisions on your own, and then I will be there. Lay your plans. What does it say? It says, commit your ways unto Yehovah, and he'll make your plans succeed. I think in context, that verse was talking about, laying plans for the kingdom at his feet, and he'll make those things succeed. But I also think it also means, lay your life plan, lay your plan for the next day out, or your week out, or the next change, or the next move, whatever it is you're trying to do, to have a better kingdom life, right? We want to live our best kingdom life for Papa. Lay those plans at his feet, and then pray the prayer that Yeshua prayed, which included, may your will be done as it is in heaven. May your will be done here now in my life, on earth. Okay, so it's the structure. Yeshua taught us the structure by which to pray, and one of the parts in that template that he told us to pray says to pray his will be done here on earth. And I don't think it just means here in Washington DC, which is not being done there, but the idea of pray in your life right here, his will done in my life right here. So is your will for us to have change? Yes. Is your will for me to trust you into this move? Yes. Is your will to, breathe new life into us? And, yes. And sometimes you have to make the change. You are created, you and I are created with what's called the dignity of causality, which means that you can shift, move, change at will. You are a free agent, like truly free agent. If you don't believe that, where's the problem? If you believe that every single move you make is preordained by Papa, that's a problem, because that goes against the idea of true free will. You can't have love in that environment. True love requires complete free will of the other person to come your way or go, right? So you have true free will, and you can make choices, and sometimes those choices are going to be fantastic, and they're going to get you to that next better life. But sometimes those choices aren't going to be so good, and you're going to make a bad choice. It's going to cost you something, or it's going to put you back a little bit, or it's going to make you pay a few consequences. That's okay. You know why? Because he'll be there as you're paying those consequences, and he will help you move forward through those consequences and get, again, back on track, or to the better life, or I don't even know if it's considered back on track, just the idea of moving through life. And he'll send you the Ruach HaKodesh to comfort your heart. This is a big, as you go through that, this is a huge deal. So I just had to take a few moments. I'm packing right now, getting ready to sign papers tomorrow, move in. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon we'll start moving in. I don't know when everything funds and stuff, but I get new keys. I get keys to a house tomorrow, and I want to praise Papa's name, YHVH Elohim. May his name be blessed in all the world for his goodness. I'm not just praising his name because he's giving me, a gift. I'm praising his name because he's walked me through this to get me to here. And I can look back on the trail of tears. I can look back on all the things I've had to let go of, and he got me through all that stuff. And so whatever coming in the future, it will continue to be that way. My relationship with him is just going to get better and better and better, and stronger and stronger and stronger, because I'm going to continue to walk through life and make changes, I'm going to make choices on the course. I'm going to make choices to let go of things and embrace things and whatever, and he's going to be right there with me saying, let's get through this together. You made this choice, maybe not the greatest choice, but hey, your choice to follow me, your choice to follow Yeshua, your choice to eat of Yeshua, your choice to listen to me and obey, so that I can get you to happily ever after. That's the best thing. That's the best choice you ever made, Rebekah. And let's get through this other stuff here. And that gives me a lot of confidence. I have confidence in him and his ability. I have confidence in the Ruach's ability to move on my heart. I have confidence in myself to hear. I have confidence in Yeshua's, being the bread, and eating of him is going to make me more and more and more complete, more and more perfect in his eyes. That's truly a master level way of dealing with change and consequences that come with that change, for the good or the bad, whatever it is you've decided. And to know that his heart towards you is, he's not looking at you and going, you better make the right decision. If you don't make the right decision, then you're off. No, it's not like that at all. He's, Isaac and I are married, and our relationship with Yehovah, or with Yeshua and Yehovah, is kind of like a marriage. And sometimes Isaac doesn't do something that's I feel is right. I'm like, why did you do that? That's the stupidest thing you could have done. Now we've got to dig out of that. Or he could say the same thing about me. He's like, why, Rebekah, why would you do that? It's so stupid, from his perspective. But the thing about marriage, a marriage covenant, a marriage type arrangement, which we have with YHVH Elohim, is that we're together. We're stuck together, and we're going to get through that to the next thing, to the next challenge. And hopefully there's some wonderful moments in the middle of it, that as every choice that you make, everything that you choose to do doesn't suck and have really bad consequences all the time. Sometimes, for your heart's sake, hopefully some of those choices you've made have been really good for your heart. Other times, if you find out it wasn't the greatest idea, he's there. He's going to walk through it with you to the next challenge. So that's my Kingdom Life hack for you today. I know this was long. This is almost 20 minutes, but I feel like it's super important to address, and while it's alive in me right now, while I'm fully living it right now. When I came up here for a walk, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I gotta share this because it's super important, because you can be tanked without this, and you're never gonna get to a master level Kingdom Life walk without it. All right, so let go and embrace the challenges ahead for this new thing with him. All right, shalom, and next time I'll be somewhere else. Shalom, bye-bye.